Would it surprise you to know that textiles from this very group are represented at the V&A Museum, the Metropolitan Museum, the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and the Cooper Hewitt Museum in New York?
Yes.
It's a rather important thing. Do you know what it is?
I believe it's some fabric from India from maybe the 17th century.
Well, you're absolutely spot on. What it is, it's a fragment from what would have been a large group of textile hangings, absolutely, that would have decorated a very, very grand interior in England or Northern Europe in the late 17th and early 18th centuries. And how did you acquire the fragment?
So my great aunt, she gave it to me about 5 years ago, just before she died. She knew that I'm a big crafter, I like textiles, so she thought I would enjoy this piece. She was connected to the Houses of Parliament, she used to work there, so I imagine that she met some people along the way and they might have given her the item.
Fantastic. It's not just any sample, it belongs to a very famous suite of textiles that came out of a magnificent house called Ashburnham Place. And it's a house in Sussex, and the Ashburnhams were royalists, and when Charles II is restored to the throne, he elevates them to the peerage, and they build a magnificent house. And this sample here would have been part of the textile furnishings to decorate this very, very grand house.
I'm slightly surprised.
Well, it's part of a much larger story. We have to remember that after the Restoration, Britain opens up direct trade with India. For the rich, what happens is they start to acquire Indian textiles that are beautifully embroidered or printed with vivid colors. And the most desirable patterns are these large exotic blooms. And the idea was that even if you were in England in the wintertime under gray skies, your interiors would be decorated with these fuchsia and violet and bright blue and yellow floral designs. And why it's so important is it's one of the earliest examples of a type of Indian textile known as Cambay embroidery. Cambay is a port town where embroiderers used a very precise, very fine needle with a hook called an ari to achieve this extremely dense, very, very precise silk embroidery. The fact that over the years it's been prized and cut down and kept and preserved gives you an indication of its quality. So the combination of the Ashburnham name, the vivacity of the colors, the fact that it relates to examples in some of the leading museums in the world gives it a rather nice value as well. I think on a good day, something like £8,000 to £12,000.
I'm astounded. I wish that my great aunt was here to see this.